What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy, Leave It to Beav. I'm back in studio. It's August 2nd. Let's get to it, man. These are the breaks.
These
are the breaks.
These are the breaks. You know what it is.
Good morning, good afternoon, and all that in between. It's your boy, Leave It to Beav, and you already know. These are the breaks. Man, I miss y'all. It been a minute. I know y'all like, damn, is he here? Is he not here? I'm here. It's just been some time, man. But let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Our NFL breakdown. It's a lot going on. We are on our way to a terrific NFL season. And let's start first with the Cowgirls. It's a lot of chatter. It's a lot of chatty patties taking place because you want to know why? Because Dak Prescott is showing us what he's going to do in the season. He's not throwing not one, not two, but as many interceptions to the fucking Cowboys defense as he can, just to show you that, hey, he's an interception machine, right? Trayvon Diggs and Dak got into it during training camp. Trayvon Diggs told Dak Prescott, shut your bitch ass up. And next thing you know, here come Dak running behind him. No, don't do no running. Do your job. Do what you need to do. Stop throwing all these rinky-dink ass interceptions. Now, granted, there was a play in training camp where one of the receivers had brick hands and things like that. But again, Dak, you really stink. And the Cowgirls really, really stinks. And it's showing, and it's just a bunch of shit going on down there in Dallas, and I'm loving it, right? Let's go ahead and take more trips when it comes to NFL training camp. Pittsburgh Steelers, what a hell of a catch by George Pickens, wide receiver for the Steelers. Now, I'm going to kind of give you a play-by-play. He definitely was getting hemmed up in regards to the rookie defensive back, but I'm telling you right now, he made a one-handed catch damn near parallel to the ground. I'm telling you, that man is him. Now, I'm kind of upset that this shit is blowing up in regards to it because I'm telling you, he was going to be on my fantasy team, and he's blowing out of control. But because he is him, he is definitely going to have a coming out party this upcoming year. Let's go ahead and head to Carolina. Bryce Young. I hear Bryce Young is showing out in regards to training camp. Word on the street, they were kind of reminds him of a Joe Burrow in regards to that and how he's showing out in regards to passing, controlling the offense and things like that. Now, he's about yay high in regards to his height, but he's out there and he's showing that he belongs in the NFL. You know, sometimes players get drafted, they don't belong, but he belongs. Sad news in regards to the NFL training camp. There has been a lot of injuries, right? We have Joe Burrow out, knee, Zesty King. Right, camera, get right here on me. The Zest is out, and it hurts me because I was excited for Jalen Ramsey to do his thing in Miami, but they brung in burnt toast Eli Apple as a backup. Now, that's the scariest shit I'm going to say in regards to Miami. They going to have burnt toast out there until Zesty King get back. That's going to be the scariest shit I'm going to see. But Tim Patrick blew his ACL out. It's so many injuries taking place in training camp. I know this might sound crazy. I'd rather that happen early than later in the season, right? I know some of y'all like, what the hell you mean by that? No. It's good to get some of these injuries out the way early because, you don't want to be in the season and next thing you know, you're losing one of your dominant players and things like that. As we continue going down different training camps, Philadelphia Eagles are looking real stunnish. Jalen Hurts is doing his thug thizzle, and you probably thinking, world, what the hell is a thug thizzle? He's doing this SHIT in Philadelphia with the new Kelly Green jerseys, as you can see, right? Another team that's actually coming up, it's going to be the Hall of Fame game, and I know all of us is looking for Touch Me, Feel Me, Deshaun Watson to be there, but he's not going to be playing in that game, so we just going to have to wait to the season for Touch Me, Philly to touch the field. But I'm just going to tell you right now, when it comes to the NFL, we're going to go ahead and get ready, right? All the gamblers get ready. There's going to be a lot of tucks in the night. I also want to talk about this too. Seattle Seahawks. Why is it kept? They are having a great training camp. And you're probably thinking like, B, why are we talking about training camp? Training camp. This is where you find out who is him and who is not him. And that's a few teams that's going to tell you right now that they ain't shit. Bright and early. So don't even get misconstrued about how shit's going to take place. All right. Training camp news as well. New England Patriots are actually in talks with picking up Zeke, the freak, all right? Zeke, is a free agent, used to play for the Cowgirls, but, mileage has piled up, and he's looking to get picked up as well. Something that caught me off guard, the Indianapolis Colts, Jonathan Taylor, requested a trade, and the owner, I'm just going to say this out loud, NFL is the modern day slavery, because that owner came out and told him, Nah, my nigga, you can't. He told him, said, nah, you can't do that. You can't just request a trade. Not on my watch. And it's crazy to say, like, he can't, right? He don't want to be there. But, like I said, NFL is the modern day slavery. And yeah, I said the N-word because that's how it was portrayed. Like his attitude, if you watch some of his attitude in training camp, Jonathan Taylor, he's walking around like, I don't want to be here. And he's kind of gun-held to it, right? And then it goes back to what I talked about a few weeks ago, the running back situation, right? The running backs are being strapped at gun-hold. Let's go to Oakland. Oakland, Josh Jacobs, gun-hold, right? Franchise tag. And he can't really do much with that. And I feel bad for these running backs, right? Because the thing is with the running backs, right, your job is supposed to have as much production as you can running the ball. But that also hinders you because now you have all this mileage on your legs. Now, you could be Christian McCaffrey and turn into a receiver, which I'm not knocking his game. But damn, like when kids grow up, most of the time they playing either running back, receiver, and things like that. So it kind of sucks to see how these running backs are getting done in the NFL. One more team, actually two more teams I want to talk about. The New York Jets, Aaron Rodgers looks pretty good. Zach Milf Wilson is doing pretty good out there with Aaron Rodgers as his professor, and I say teacher in regards to it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Aaron Rodgers is going to be with the Jets probably, I would say, a few years, right? It's going to be Zach Wilson's job to lose after that because you have learned under a dominant quarterback, right? And if you can't get it right after that, it's nothing really can help you. They just going to go ahead and ship your ass out of here. And the last thing I want to talk about, and we'll get out of this NFL breakdown. I know you're like, damn, you probably went through all 32 teams, and I didn't because the Little Giants stink. The Washington Unknowns got sold to Magic Johnson in that group, but we don't know what the hell they're going to be called, so they stink. Green Bay Cheeseheads, they all right. Who else? Detroit Lions, I rock with them. But let's go back to one team in particular, the Atlanta Falcons. Just like the Cowgirls, they really, really, really stink. Like horrendous stink. I mean, like fish that has been sitting out for a very, very long time in the house stink. Kyle Pitts, he's pissing me off. The kid from Florida, the tight end, mind you, does have a quarterback, but my God, you were drafted pretty high to be very standout-ish, and you really look really shittish. There was a play which the quarterback threw the ball behind his back, i.e., but I feel like you should have made the catch. You beat the DB, defensive back, off the line, and you dropped the ball. Just like you dropped the ball in fantasy for me last year. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I like running a 2 tight end set in fantasy, right? I like the fuck people up in the 2 tight end set, right? And you fucked me over all year. So you are officially on my shit list. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, you really stink. And the Atlanta Falcons are getting no better. I don't care if they got a nice running back and things like that. They really are trash. And I'm just gonna put it out there for you. And one more thing. Buffalo Bills, Hamlin. I understand Hamlin is back, and we are very appreciative of Hamlin coming back. But please, I know I might sound like a hater. Go ahead and put this on. But I do not want a charity auction or a charity parade for Hamlin. I'm happy he's back, right? He's doing this thing out there, but we don't need to every single thing he does. Like, he takes a deep breath. We're like, oh, he's taking a deep breath. He's going to do his job. His job as a safety / defensive back is to get interceptions, right? He's going to do his job. Media, do not dive too deep in this situation. We are ecstatic he's back. We love the medical team, that took care of him and things like that. But I'm going to tell you right now, he's not a top safety, so can we stop putting the camera on him? Stop right now. He's good, right? But he's not like fucking Darius Slay or anybody of that nature. Bubba, he's not them. So he's a dog, but I don't want to see that shit on my timeline no more. Like, stop the bullshit. Man, we gotta go pay these bills. When we come back, break it or leave it. ESPN, you might be fucking up. But when we come back, we'll talk about that a little bit more. Let's go pay these bills. See you in a moment.
United One Protection Services. With over 30 years of experience, United One Protection Services has more expertise and knowledge than the other security companies combined. Residential, commercial, municipal, or institutional, United One Protection Services does more than just security. We protect your livelihood. United One Protection Services.
Hey, welcome back. It's your boy, Leave It to Beav, and these are the breaks. Now, I know before we went to commercial break, I said we're going to jump into our Break It or Leave It segment, and let's jump into it. I said, ESPN, you're messing up. Actually, you're really fucking up. They're firing people left and right, right? They're firing people left and right, but you messed up. You have messed up. Get this on me. With all due respect, why did y'all let Mark Jackson go? Mark Jackson, no longer with the ESPN crew. They kind of revamping it, but with all due respect, he had stellar haterade, right? The coach that used to coach the Golden State Warriors, now they have him necessarily doing every single Golden State Warriors game. Shout out to LeBron James' wife. That's all Mark Jackson. He gave us that meme. With all due respect, now he's gone. Now ESPN is trying to give me the lineup of Doc Rivers, Mike Bean, and Doris Burke. I'm not trying to hear Doc all week sound like this. I don't want to hear Doc Rivers giving me play-by-play. Now, congratulations to Doris Burke, because I definitely would like to see Doris Burke slander queen when it comes to NBA Finals. She will let you know somebody really stinks more than me. And I'll let people know they stink 24/7, but she will let that chopper sing. Mike Bean is cool, but I feel like, Mark Jackson, Jeff, that was a dynamic duo right there. And they're letting it go for Doc Rivers and things like that. I'm just going to tell you right now, ESPN, I know you're kind of rebranding, and we know what's going on in house. You're trying to clean out house and bring in different personalities and stuff like that, right? But shit's stressing me out. Please don't give Doc Rivers the mic for the finals. I don't want to hear that shit. If Doc Rivers, if you hear me, being a Clipper fan, we kind of had beef already, right? You fucked up. You just keep waving that 2008 championship in everybody's face, and I'm gonna tell you right now, we don't care. We don't care. We don't. It's one. We don't care. We don't. We fucking don't. That 2008 team is fucking trash. We don't care. We really, really don't care. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into our NBA fast break. Let's go ahead and take that cruise down the street. Anthony Edwards is going ahead and switch his number from number 1 to number 5. He wore this number at Georgia in a high school, and I love it. 5 is always great with me. He said, it's going to be some menace to society taking place, right? It's going to be a killer season when he's wearing this number 5 jersey. And I said, man, go ahead for it. I love Anthony Edwards. I'm a big fan of that man and what he does, so I can't wait to see that. There also has been an update in regards to the USA Olympics team and then Team Canada. Shay, I know we all scream USA, but I'm going with Team Canada, baby, because you already know. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I'm a big fan of that man right there. I know y'all probably think like, why is he smiling? Because God damn it, I knew he was going to be a superstar when he was with the Clippers, but we traded him for IR parts and spare parts from Paul George and him, but it is what it is. Rudy Gobert said he's working on his 3-point shot. And this video of him shooting 3-pointers. I'm going to let you know right now, if I see Rudy Gobert shoot a motherfucking 3 in a motherfucking game, I am going to lose my mind. I seen video of his shot, and it's literally a poor hunch shot, right? It is nasty. It's nasty. I know big man in the game is evolving and stuff like that, but Rudy, don't you do it. Rudy, don't you fucking do it. Don't you, I swear to God, don't you do it. Don't you, I will come to Minnesota with my belt in hand. Don't you do it. Just defend. Just defend. And Cat Williams, Karl Anthony Towns, not Cat Williams. Shout out to Cat Williams. That's my guy. But Karl Anthony Towns. Oh man, just show up. Just be that guy. Karl Anthony Towns, you already know he's real good friends with Paul George. They kind of act similar in regards to he was working out and things like that. But Anthony Edwards definitely said that he expects big things for those two, and I do too. I really do. We already know Rudy Gobert is not going to be in a game late in the season. But I really expect big things from Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards this season in regards to it. Another NBA news is Kawhi above the law. You're probably thinking, why am I saying that? Recently on a Paul George podcast with Terrence Mann and Paul George was talking, they were talking about how Brian Shaw has a rule that no one's above the law. So in training camp, necessarily if you airball, you drop the ball, you go in and take a lap, right? Well, Kawhi said, you know what, fuck that. I ain't running, right? And everybody looking like, oh, shit. Like, what the Kawhi? Out of all people saying this? Kawhi said, man, I ain't running because air balls is part of the game. Kawhi, you don't even play half the season now. What the fuck you mean you're not running? You need to do everything in your power to stay in shape. I mean, run, jump, skip, all that. Kawhi, you my guy, but that's bullshit, right? Brian Shaw's right. No one's above the law, right? And they cracked the joke that, hey, somebody airballed the next one. Well, he need to jump on that high horse too and run as well. Because Kawhi, I'm telling you right now, like, you don't even play 50% of the season and you don't even want to play 50% of practice. Kawhi, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Like, what? I don't even consider that as funny. Like I consider that as like, Kawhi, what the fuck are we doing in the Clippers organization? And you're like, Beav, you sound fresh. I'm furious. I'm mad. Like, you airball, you don't want to run? Kawhi, you don't even like shooting in the game. You don't even like being in the game. I think any opportunity you get, you should take advantage of it. That's all I gotta say about that. Right? And last thing for the NBA, Amir Coffey. Amir Coffey was recently stopped by LAPD in regards to having a firearm in his truck. And all I'm going to say is this, right? Amir Coffey has been sitting on the Clippers bench for a long time, right? He said, hey, if y'all not going to let me sing, y'all let this chopper sing on the court, I'm going to let this chopper sing off the court. That's all I got to say about that, right? I'm glad nobody was hurt. Amir Coffey, like I said, he's innocent, but I just had to throw that quick little punt out there. He's a lefty. He's a shooter. He's a 3-and-D guy. So if he's not going to let that chopper sing on the court, we already know how this episode goes, right? We're going to let it sing off the court, i.e. John Morant. Just being honest. We're going to let this chopper sing. All right? Let's take a drive. It's been a minute since we stopped at this lovely, lovely establishment. Our Heartbreak Hotel, right? Heartbreak Hotel is going to actually start with FS1 and Colin Hurd. It has been reported that Colin Hurd might be wooed back to ESPN because ESPN rating stinks, as we know, right? And Colin is less of a headache than Skip Bayless, and bringing him over back to the radio side of things might boost it up. I'm going to tell you right now, I listened to The Herd by Colin. Colin is not a bad person. He actually keeps me enticed with what's going on in the sports world. Now, some of his takes is outlandish, but hey, all of our takes are outlandish. I know y'all probably don't agree with me, but you know what I'll tell you? I don't give a fuck, right? You're going to listen. But Colin can't say that. But yeah, those takes, it happens. But it'll be good, right? There also has been a report that FS1 has taken over ESPN as the number one predominant sports, where you can go ahead and get your sports. And I feel it because the layouts that has been taking place by ESPN, right? We have a long laundry list of layoffs. FS1, you haven't heard really no one getting laid off. It's still the same crew running the show over there. And that's what people like. People like consistency and the same, right? Once you start changing shit too much, it's not gonna make the brand as fresh no more. And if people don't know how this works, it's not really ESPN, right? ESPN is getting a bad rap for it, but everyone keeps forget that that ESPN is owned by Walt Disney, right? So when Walt Disney's not making money on one end, means cuts gotta be made across the board in regards to that, which means that's why we're losing seasoning. We're losing recipes because of Disney owning so much shit, that monopoly stuff, right? That's why things shouldn't be so monopoly based. It should definitely be, broken down and things like that. But because it's monopoly based, right? That's why you're seeing so many good hosts and good characters and things like that, reporters losing their job. And now we're going to kind of listen to them on their own outlets, which is not bad. But like I said, I love to see them back. But Colin Hurd, I would say is a good move coming back to ESPN. They're going to unload the Brinks truck because they need that type of firepower, right? Shannon Sharp, things like that. All these people you hear through the grapevine, definitely. Another Heartbreak Hotel, Crawford, Earl Spence. Earl got his ass whipped. He looked like the Martin episode when Martin faced like it was all squished up, right? Crawford. My God, countered that man not once, not twice, but 3 or 4 times. Now, I will say this, right? No excuses. I love that Earl Spence didn't say shit, right? But I knew he was going to lose from the intro. When he came out to that song, that Texas shit, I'm going to tell you right now, as much people hate on Crawford coming out to Eminem, but anybody come out to Eminem, right, they're going to beat your ass. I'm just going to be honest. They're going to beat your ass. Like, people talk about Eminem and how he's not good. No, he's going to beat your ass. And that's what he did. He gave him a left, right, a little uppercut here, a little uppercut there. And it was the craziest things taking place. But we got to go pay some more bills. When we come back, we got some more things to talk about. A little bit of this and maybe a game of the week. See y'all in a minute.
Profanity Nation. A podcast for the fans, by the fans. Dive deep into the topics the other shows miss. Raw and uncensored.
And he's going to play team ball. His legacy is at stake.
Rare, hard-hitting interviews with players, coaches, and you, the super fans.
I'm not hating. I'm like, okay, cool. Good.
3 championships in 5 years. He's more than good, bro.
Profanity Nation. Listen live or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Powered by Jesse Brown of Keller Williams.
Welcome back. It's your boy, Leave It to Beav. And you already know what it is. These are the breaks, right? Game of the week is actually going to be Friday. It's going to be our Sparks, right? Our Sparks aren't necessarily they're doing good, but not too good. But I need the Sparks to kick it up a notch. They're playing the Mystics on Friday, and I have a whole lot of faith in the Sparks getting to it, right? And again, I view the Spark season as this time as, turning the curve. This is kind of the time and point where we're getting excited, right? You already know NECA is going to do her thing, but it's going to be those other players that's going to go ahead and turn the leaf in regards to how the Sparks is going to get it done. But I have a whole lot of faith in the Sparks. I feel that the Sparks is going to turn the curve. People are actually talking more about the Sparks than they have over the years. So, shit. Ladies, keep doing your thing. Beav loves you. I know I haven't been to a game. I actually been to a game. I haven't been to a interview thing or thing like that because I'm gonna let you know when I'm in the room with y'all, I'm like Stephen A. Jr. Right? We gonna be in there lit, but y'all not gonna hate me like y'all hate Stephen A. sometimes. So it's all good. Now, I'll stretch a little bit because this shit right here has been driving me insane. Now, I talked about this before. If you gamble, you stay away from me. But I you know what I'm saying, I can't even stay away from myself because I put a little $5 in trying to get 125. But I will tell you this. Prize Picks fucking sucks. And I'm going to tell you why. Prize Picks does shit like this, and the gambling world necessarily changes as it goes. But Prize Picks is the type to see that, if a certain trend goes out, i.e., let's say I want to pick up Justin Verlander. If Justin Verlander is averaging about, I would say they got him at like 5.5 Ks for the day. Prize Picks would do shiesty shit like this. They would take Justin Verlander's down, right? So let's say that the card goes out and everyone is starting to pick Justin Verlander. They would take him down off the fucking card altogether. And then reload the card over probably about three more strikes. Prize Picks, that's the most boost shiesty shit I ever fucking seen. That really grinds my gear. Cause it's like, bro, just leave it there. Just leave the pick there or bump it up by 2. Don't take the whole pick down because if someone, and they got all these discords and shit going on when it comes to gambling, but if someone posts it, why are you taking it down for hater? Like, that's hater shit. Stop being a hater. You're going to get your money regardless, right? You have people out there that really suck at gambling that's going to keep spending 5 to get 30, right? We don't already, Prize Pick, you have already got enough NFL players in trouble, right? So it's like, why are you doing that to the common folk like me, right? Why are you doing that to us? That's really, really hurts. I'm trying to put in my parlay and you taking down my main picks, or you shooting the score up to fucking infinity and beyond, and none of this shit makes sense. Like, it really hurts. Like, I played the parlay. I kid you not, America. I played the parlay, right? And don't come around me gambling because I get frustrated. I was 5 out of 6. You know why I fucked up on the 6? Because my bet went in, and guess what Prize Pick did before I put in my bet? Changed the fucking line on some bull shiesty shit. Like, this is Prize Picks. What the hell? Stop it. Just be a straight up organization. Like, Underdog don't give me this much trouble. And Underdog bumps it up too, but at least they generous. Like, they load the cards at night and then we can pick. But goddamn, y'all change it like it be 8:00. Y'all send out the hot dog shit. The little wiener brigade, the little hot dog Wednesday, and y'all change the stat. Or y'all do these funky ass Taco Tuesday where you blew the stat line so goddamn high to where when you give us the Taco Tuesday, that's the real stat line it should have been the whole fucking time. I don't know who's up in there with Prize Pick organization. Just know you really stink. And Beav don't like you. I'm going to be honest. I'll still take a sponsorship, though. I like money. Money does a lot of things. We still want your money, but y'all got to stop that, right? Or put me on. Put me on behind the scenes or something. You know what I'm saying? I like the politic. I like to do what the Republicans and Democrats usually do. You know what I'm saying? Say bad shit, and next thing you know, the company gave me some money. Next thing I got a whole prize pick diamond chain on. Hey, give it to me. Pause. All right? But please, when it comes to gambling, y'all still stay away from me. Okay? I don't gamble like that, right? I was influenced by my brother, right? In regards to he wanted the $25 thing and put 25. We did our thing, and next thing you know, he's looking like Chris Rock from New Jack City because he can't win any more games, right? Me personally, I was looking like Mike Tyson did coke. That's how enticed I was in regards to that $25. I was hitting buttons. I was betting everything. Women's basketball. I was betting the Korean baseball league. I didn't give a damn what it was. Everybody's gonna get this money, and all I got was $2.50 back. Very sad. Very sad. But I will say this, and then another tie into a breakout session. Communication. Communication is one thing we all need to make sure we keep communication going. Now you're probably thinking, Beav, why are you talking about communication? It's a lot of things that's going on in the sports world where communication is getting diluted and justified, right? Elon Musk with this X shit when it comes to Twitter. I'm just going to say this, right? Always keep an open line of communication. Before you open your mouth or anything like that, right? Make sure you're checking your facts and your stats, because it's one thing to be loud, right? And it's one thing to be loud and just obnoxious. You can be loud and wrong because, hey, people like me and like Nick Hamilton and all that shit out there is going to correct you, right? But to be loud and obnoxious, that's like a fucking trash can just running over with pure boo-boo. And it really stinks, and it's going to really alter what's going on in society and things like that. So just make sure when you communicate, not saying be a Wikipedia or a thesaurus or anything like that, but just make sure when you communicate you have your ducks in a row, right? Don't be spotty shoddy or anything like that. Make sure you're always on time. All right. Now, again, this has been your boy, Leave It to Beav. It's been another episode of The Breaks. Hey, you can follow me on you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Leave It to Beav 31. And if you really miss me, you can see me on Sunday at 5:30 p.m. on We Don't Make the Rules podcast. I'm gonna tell you right now, I love y'all. Y'all be good. Peace.